interviewing famed trends forecaster Gerald Celente with us once again. And Gerald, President Trump, as you know, has been saying for quite a while now that as soon as we get the coronavirus under control, the economy and the stock market will come roaring back. Will it come roaring back? What do you think?
Well, the stock market has nothing to do with the economy. The stock market could definitely come roaring back. I don't think it will, but it can because of the Federal Reserve dumping tens of trillions of dollars into it and pumping it up. And that's not a made-up story. Those are hard facts. As a matter of fact, this was going down long before the coronavirus hit. Let's go back to August of 2019. The markets were going way down. All of a sudden, we hear on September 15th that the Federal Reserve is pumping in hundreds of billions of dollars into the repo markets, the overnight markets, so the trading houses could get money to gamble. And that brought the markets back up. By September 15th to January, mid-January, they pumped in over $7 trillion. So now let's fast forward a couple of months. Markets start going down. What does the Federal Reserve do? And now it's dumping with no question at all to prop up the equity markets with our money, the tax money. As we pay to prop up the gamblers. This is a gambler's market. Let's call the stock market what it is and stop all this BS. You gamble in the damn thing. He gave money to hedge funds, capital investment firms, and gamblers on Wall Street. So this could artificially prop the markets up. But we are in the greatest depression. There's nothing like this has gone on in the world, in the history of the world, where you got a bunch of low-life little freaks, little scummy low-life politicians giving orders all around the world. This is what we're going to do. We don't have to show you one shred of evidence. We'll make up any crap we want anytime we want. We're going to close down the global economy. Okay, great. The markets are going to bounce back, and the economies are going to bounce back. What am I, 6 years old? You know how many businesses are going bankrupt? You know how many people are filing for bankruptcy protection? Do you know how many people are out of work? Do you know how many people can't pay their taxes? Can't pay their card debt? Can't pay their mortgages? Can't buy food? Hey, how about those long lines? Hey, Trump, could you see those long lines of people going to food banks? Again, it's not only Trump, it's one slimy piece of garbage crap politician from Cuomo to Newsom, from sea to shining sea, and the morons in the middle and below. I'm going to tell you what, Sparano, you are not allowed to cross the damn street to go see your neighbor. I'm the governor of Michigan. I'll tell you what to do. This isn't coming back. Our whole nation is going down.
All right, so Gerald, you see no light at the end of the tunnel.
What light? What light? You got people closed down, and everybody's marching to orders.
So we're
the damn health food store over here in Woodstock. Yeah. Sunflowers, Sunforce, whatever it is, sunny this, sunny that. No mask, no service. No mask, no service. The morons are on a power trip. There is no out of this unless the people revolt for liberty. End of story.
So how long will this greatest depression last, and what's beyond that?
War. History's repeating itself. Go back to the 1930s. You had currency wars right after the markets crashed. And then you had a trade war with a place called Japan. Oh, yeah, you know, Pearl Harbor. Yeah, that's Japan. A trade war. And what followed it? Well, during the time, the Great Depression, World War II. History's repeating itself. Those Chinese, and we should not be attacking the Chinese because we have now embraced the Mao form of government where they could spy on you, rat on you, tell you exactly what to do. Anyway, those Chinese, they're lowering the value of their currency to yuan so they can export more product. You remember hearing that for how many years? Hey, I'll tell you what, those Chinese, we need a trade war with China. We have, how many years did we hear trade war? Every damn day. Every damn day for 3 years before this, started to quiet down. And now we're going into the greatest depression. It will be followed by World War III. One of our top trends for 2020 was the New World Disorder. Out of the news, because it ain't happening anymore because they clamped down on everybody. You remember what was going on in Hong Kong? Oh, how about France? Oh, the yellow vests and all the demonstrations and the strikes, that lasted the longest since 1968. Oh, that France? Oh, how about Lebanon? Oh, you mean that place over there where the people are out to the streets? How about Chile? How about Bolivia? How about Peru? How about Colombia? How about South Africa? How about one country after another, people taken to the streets? India. Gone. It was already going down before this happened. So now, as people go deeper into poverty, as they say, when people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it. You're going to see protests and riots and violence and demonstrations around the world. And the military is already cracking down on them. Just like you are not allowed to be out in a group where there are not too many people, we're going to give you a fine. The neighbors are going to rat you out. This thing is going to explode. You're going to see crime, violence, off the charts. Off the charts. So now when this explodes, now they got a reason to take you to war. And just to show you how easy it is to take you to war and how ignorant and stupid the masses are, just like they believe the Cuomos and the Newsoms and all the clown mayors and governors and around the world, the Merkels, the Macrons, the Sanchezes and the Contes, just like they believe all them, they believe the low-life little piece of stupid crap garbage like George W. Bush. You look at that clown little boy in the face. You look at all the little low-lives below him, the Dick Cheneys and the Rumsfelds, these little scummy Colin Powells and Condoleezza Rices. They believe that crap as they were led to war on lies. That's how easy it is to grab the people. That's where we're going.
It
We are
almost
going
seems
into,
like
ask what's going on next. It's followed by the greatest depression will be World War III.
And it almost seems, Gerald, like this pandemic shutdown is a dry run for population control in case it comes to what you're saying it does.
Oh, I don't know about population control because nobody's going to control this. This is going to be the war that Albert Einstein predicted. You know, the guy with the atomic bomb. Yeah, that Einstein, when they asked him what weapons will be used to be fought the Third World War, he said, I don't know, but they'll be using sticks and stones to fight the fourth.
So you don't see any way out of this then?
Yes, people rising up. That's the only way out. Rising to the highest level within themselves and fighting for freedom. And I say that as a warrior for the Prince of Peace. You know, they won't even allow people to go. They even closed down the houses of worship. They closed down God's house. That's how powerful they are. Oh, Easter. Oh, that was the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. That's the way the story goes. Oh, and what happened 4 days before that? Oh, he drove the money changers out of the temple. He drove the banksters out of the temple, and boy, did he pay the price.
In terms of people rising up, Gerald, I mean, is that a realistic hope?
It is the only way out!
How does that happen?
We have to band together. It does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men since Samuel Adams. I'm doing it. I'm out there fighting. Join the fight. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Put your money where your heart is. The more subscribers we get, the bigger we get, the better we can fight. There are more of us than them. Go to the YouTube channel. Look at the comments that are on there.
Right. Well, I guess that's perhaps the way that we can save ourselves and the country and the Constitution and everything that's been dear to us. So it's a call to action from famed trends forecaster Gerald Celente. Gerald, thanks again for being with us.
And thank you, Larry.